Today on News 1, we take a closer look at WT's residential living, some of the dirtiest jobs on campus, and the new WT basketball record holder. News 1 starts right now. A long-standing rule for living on campus is gaining new attention from student government. News reporter Eileen Taylor has more.
Student government is responsible for addressing and resolving issues for the students across campus. This semester, their focus is on working with residential living to possibly loosen restrictions on the 2-year on-campus living requirements. Student body Vice President Zach McMeans shares how they plan to implement these changes.
So with the start of the new semester, we're just getting started really. But one of our big pushes this semester is going to be dealing with residential living. So right now we have a few surveys that are getting ready to go out. So far, Cindy Spencer and then Landry Moore and then our Student Affairs Chairman, Chandler Huddleston, and his committee have been working on them. Our hope is to try to resolve some of the conflict that's been going on. It's the two-year requirement to live on campus has been pretty unpopular. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to change that or not, but hopefully we can find some area of compromise.
So what we're looking at doing is just maybe making a little bit easier exemption process, or there's something that has been proposed that may be making a GPA exemption to where if you get a certain GPA your freshman year, you would still have to stay on your first year. I don't think any of us have really debated that the first year is extremely important, but if you get a high enough GPA your freshman year, you could actually be exempt based on your success.
I encourage our students and encourage the student body of West Texas A&M to come to one of our Senate meetings, see what we do.
Meetings are every Monday at 4:30 and are open to the public. With WTTV News 1, I'm Eileen Taylor.
There are many unique and dirty jobs on campus. Edward Santos has the story.
West Texas A&M University offers a wide variety of jobs. Some of those jobs include getting your hands dirty and sometimes bloody. Tyler Wells, manager at WT Meat Lab and current student at WT, talks briefly about what is done in the Meat Lab.
Meat Lab, it's a dirty job. From harvest day to sitting out here processing meat, preparing each cut into a retail piece of meat. That's a dirty job. But at the end of the day, I think that the dirtiest of them all here is after a harvest day and going to the dump and actually taking all of the byproducts that we don't use and taking them to the dump. That's a pretty dirty job. The job in itself is dirty, but once you get out to the dump and you're surrounded by all the other things that are at the dump, that's pretty dirty.
Whether it be the meat lab, cooking, or just even clerical work, you still have to maintain a clean area and make sure that the solid waste is thrown out. Ali Mansell, manager at Sharkey's, talks briefly about what is expected from an employee at Sharkey's.
Cleaning out the chip fryer, just because the oil that we use to fry the chips, you got to clean it out weekly.
Now, whatever you define as a dirty job, always remember, get ready to get dirty. With WTTV News 1, I'm Edward Santos.
A group of volunteers is offering a new program that may benefit students in Canyon. Francesca Morales has the details.
Every Saturday from 10 to 2 at the Canyon Area Library, there is a free tutoring service offered for any student from kindergarten to high school senior. Volunteer tutors have a higher education background as well as teaching experience.
It was basically my idea. I was looking to just get more involved in the community. Teaching was always something I enjoyed. It wasn't what I chose as a career. And basically I thought about, we could start tutoring for teachers could maybe send students that needed extra help in math, especially. That's a high need subject. Or helping kids read or anything else, students at the K-8 level.
Well, I've always liked teaching, I always liked sharing, I've always liked helping students learn, because I've learned, and students learned, that I can learn as well. And I think me learning is quite it's still fun. to learn a little bit.
Even though this free tutoring service has been serving at the library for more than a year, there are just a few students who come regularly to ask for help with their assignments during the weekend. Although only few students attend these free tutoring services, Johnny and Mark hope it will expand within this year.
Well, I think there's a lot of potential for expansion, and of course, it's kind of like anything. If we can't expand unless we have students, so we encourage everybody we can to to invite people, and maybe someday you'll have to come to be tutored, and you'll have to wait until we can get to you. I look forward to that day.
For more information, please contact the Canyon Area Library at 1501 3rd Avenue or email Johnny Reese at jreese@okstate.edu. For WTTV News 1, I'm Francisca Morales.
This week's national headlines. In the U.S., there are more than 55,000 bridges that need repairs. There's more than 600,000 bridges in the United States. Almost 10% of them need to be repaired or replaced. That's more than 55,000 bridges, according to a report on the nation's roads and bridges from the American Road and Transportation Builders Association. The states with the worst bridge fractures are Iowa, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Nebraska. Motorists cross these structures 185 million times a day. The association has been actively pushing to keep this problem from being swept under the rug by both local and federal governments. Due to this action, there has been a 4.8% improvement. They plan to finance and modernize these infrastructures. National Security Advisor Michael Flynn resigned earlier last week, ending a brief stint in the position following reports he provided top White House officials misleading information about his dealings with Russia's ambassador shortly after sanctions were announced in the final days of the Obama administration. In his resignation letter, Flynn wrote, "In the course of my duties as the incoming National Security Advisor, I held numerous phone calls with foreign counterparts, ministers, and ambassadors. These calls were to facilitate a smooth transition and begin to build the necessary relationships between the President, his advisors, and foreign leaders. I have sincerely apologized to the President and the Vice President, and they have accepted my apology." Breaking records in WT athletics has been a common theme lately, and men's basketball is no exception. News 1's Desiree Chambers spoke with WT Athletics.
Former all-time leading scorer Reginald Ramey didn't originally have his sights set on college until he was recruited by Coach Dennis Wallen.
I was playing in a recreational league in Philadelphia. An official asked me if I was going to school, and I said no. And he said he knew some people, and he introduced me to Coach Dennis Walling.
Ramey joined the military where he found interest in refining his basketball skills. After the military, he played at West Texas State.
Turned out to be a far better basketball player than I even imagined.
Ramey became the all-time leading scorer in WT's history after playing basketball for 4 years. Surpassing Ramey was WT's David Chalflovic.
It's really a blessing. You know, it's something you dream of as a kid, and it finally came true for me, and I'm just happy I could do it. The record I want to break is winning a national championship, being the first player to bring that back here.
After holding the record for more than 30 years, Ramey is proud to see Chalflovic reach the milestone of breaking his record.
I'm proud of David's accomplishments. He just needs to stay focused and enjoy the moment. I left West Texas State. I had a whole lot of positives that I gained by being here. So it's been the greatest 4 years that I can remember of being here at West Texas State.
Ramey enjoyed coming back to WT and seeing all the different changes, and he is very thankful for his time at West Texas State. Reporting for WTTV News 1, I'm Desiree Chambers.
The West Texas A&M University Career Expo kicks off this week. All WT students are encouraged and invited to attend this general job fair on February 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can check out the website to discover the employers who are registered to attend the job fair and what they are seeking from future employees. For more information, you can contact Career Services at 806-651-2345. On Thursday, beginning at 12:30 p.m., West Texas A&M University's Student Affairs Office is hosting an event called Theme Thursday. Theme Thursday is an event that is focused on learning more about the Gallup Strengths program and how to apply it to your daily lifestyle. During this week's Theme Thursday, the strength they are focusing on is intellection. The guest speaker this week is Dr. Angela Spalding, Dean of the Graduate School. The event will take place in the Jack B. Kelly Student Center, Room 8. That's News 1 today. For WTTV News 1, I'm Shayna Delakis. We'll see you next week.